Hi, and welcome to another narrative presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. If you enjoy this and the other stories, please be so kind as to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. This will help with the YouTube's algorithm and will promote the channel more. Now, even though I'm not yet monetized by YouTube, I have created some awesome merch for you guys. So please be so kind as to visit www.redbubble.com/people/cryptids-roost and grab yourself a t-shirt, mug, wall clock, duvet cover, or whatever else grabs your fancy. The link will be in the description. Also, if you would like an honourable mention, take a snapshot of yourself along with your merch and I'll feature it in one of the videos. Oh, and thank you all for helping us reach the first milestone of 100 subscribers. The next milestone is 500. I'm sure we can do it. Oh, and don't forget to leave a comment on the videos. Maybe tell us how you would handle the upcoming situations. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. A Guide from a Monster Hunter, Part 2. This brilliant series is written by Reddit user SoLonely200. Hey everybody, Ulysses here, and if you're here from the first part, welcome to part 2 of my little survival guide. This time I'll be covering some of the lesser known creatures and monsters I've dealt with. Urban legends will also be addressed. So here we go with my guide to facing down life's shit shows. Skinwalkers. The shape-shifting assholes love to inhabit the western part of the states. They usually take on the form of a wolf or jackal with a human face. They can mimic any voice, and I think they read minds too. One once imitated my mom to fuck with me. The bullet I put in his head didn't do no more than stun him, but they hate wrought iron. I know that because I impaled him with one, and he didn't get back up. I'm saying he due to the fact it had a man's face. Anyway, they seem to be vulnerable to wrought iron. Moving on. Wendigos. Skinwalkers and Wendigo are often confused with each other from a perspective of culture, but they're distinctively different. Wendigos are actually similar to real vampires in appearance, pale, gangly, big teeth, but their head is misshapen and resembles a deer or cow skull with antlers. They have a mane of black hair down their backs and fingers with claws like a switchblade. They are loners and eat flesh. They prey on campers in the northeastern US. Unlike vampires, bullets won't put these guys down. No, you need to destroy their heart and burn the body. They're also fast as fuck. So yeah, good luck if you encounter one of these fellas. The Jersey Devil. Okay, so this is a thing I couldn't kill, but I did manage to catch, and it's currently held by the government in a private facility. Head of a horse, feet of a goat, bat wings and a long forked tail. This asshole has been terrorising the pine barrens of New Jersey for a few centuries now, or had been. Took me 2 weeks to track it, but I finally tracked the bastard. Caught him using some bait of a freshly killed chicken and a snare. Shot off its wings and I tranked it. Ugly bastard is currently holed up somewhere in Nevada. If he does get out, I track him again, and I might not let it go this time. Kappas. For those who don't know, kappas are sort of like turtles. They're famously part of a Japanese folklore, but they've showed up over here too. They look like turtles, but have some kind of growth on their heads that holds water. If it ever dries, they die, mostly due to their gills being located there. They're mostly friendly, but they can be twisted little bastards too. They've drowned more than a few people, even tried to do that to me. Luckily they aren't that strong. On land, if you see them, watch yourself and stay out of the water and you should be fine. Trolls. Trolls vary in appearance and can be anywhere from 2 to 5 feet tall. They're in tribes, a lot like primitive people. They're ugly little fellas, covered in warts and have jagged crooked teeth. They like to stay away from humans, however, this isn't always the case. If approached with honest intention, they'll leave you be. However, they can sense it when you lie and will attack and kill those who try to trick them. They'll eat the body of the victim and use their bones to make spears and items like vases, bowls, etc. The only way to kill a troll is destroying their head completely. Ogres. Shrek, they are not. These big fellas are about 12 feet tall all the way to 18 feet tall. They do eat people. In fact, I reckon we are one of their favourite things to eat for supper, but I'm getting off topic. Ogres live in swamps and bayous. They make their homes out of large rotted trees. An ogre in the area is usually signified by the smell of rotting meat and shit. They are big, scaly, and have teeth like the size of a steak knife. They are usually green, blue or purple scaled, but this varies by the area. Do not approach an ogre den. They will kill any trespassers on sight. Banshees. The loud ladies are some of the nastiest and most evil creatures. They can kill you if you are in earshot of their scream. Well, kinda. If you hear their scream, they know it. And when you're sleeping, they'll creep in your house like a mist and suck the life from your resting body. It'll look like a heart attack. Banshees hate mirrors. Don't know why, but they do. And they only come if you hear the scream. If you don't, for whatever reason, but were still in earshot, then it won't realise you were in earshot. They also love kidnapping children. Banshees can be killed, but only through life burial or cutting out their hearts. Don't try to fight them. If you hear their scream, it's too late. The Men in Black. The Men in Black aren't humans. They're something else. I'm not quite sure what. I do know that their suits aren't suits. That's their skin. And their sunglasses cover hollow socket eyes with little beady red pupils in the centre of the sockets. I think that they're from another planet, honestly. They don't like being called out on it and turn pretty hostile when confronted. I've killed one before, but the rest have a way of cheating death. Bullets are pretty effective on stopping them, but decapitation seems to work best. The government don't like them and have a kill on sight order placed on them. Now, I've had to change pace. I figured you'd like to hear about one of my encounters, so I'll tell you about my first run-in with a vampire. I heard about a bunch of animal attacks and where the victims were drained of blood. All the attacks were happening in a national park, so I did some investigating. I pinpointed the location of each attack and made a map. Found all of them were near an old mine, so I grabbed my gear and got to work. I lined the roof of the cave with explosives and went down, armed with a flashlight, a road flare and my trusty pistol. I went down into the old cave. Wasn't long till I saw one of the ugly bastards. Not what I was expecting, honestly. Looked like a skinny frail man with big teeth. It turned to me and hissed. I was spotted, naturally, and the rest started running towards the noise. I pulled out a flare and held it out towards the monsters. They all scuttled away from the flare. I ran out to the shaft and blew it shut. Unfortunately, one of them got out, and instead of turning to dust like I expected, he jumped on me. He started biting at my neck, but I stopped him by shoving the flashlight between my neck and his jaw. I kicked it away and it jumped at me again. Before it could land, I blew its brains out. I grabbed a knife from the back of my truck and saw the bastard's head off. Figured it'd make a nice trophy. If you guys have any monsters you'd like covered, give me a shout. That's all I got time for today. Till next time, this has been Ulysses. Watch yourselves. Wow, what an epic episode. If you enjoyed listening to this narrative, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile, SoLonely200, and drop them a line or even give them a glowing review. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Thank you for listening, and if you enjoyed my narration, then please feel free to like and share the video, leave a comment below, maybe tell us how you would handle these situations, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Even though I am not yet monetized by YouTube, I have created some awesome merch for you guys. So please be just so kind as to visit www.redbubble.com/people/cryptids-roost and grab yourself a t-shirt, mug, wall clock, or even a duvet cover, or whatever else grabs your fancy. The link is in the description. If you would like to have an honourable mention, take a snapshot of yourself with your item and I'll feature it in one of the videos. Have you had a cryptid sighting, paranormal or supernatural encounter, or even had a creepy or terrifying situation you would like to share? Or have you written a CreepyPasta story you would like me to narrate for you? You can submit your stories to cryptidsroost@gmail.com, and if you wish to remain anonymous, that's fine with me. Now, I also have a Twitter, Reddit, Discord, and a Facebook group. And if you would like to support this channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost. Again, that will also be below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not.